Hi, Collective. It's Intuitive Pisces Moon, and I want to bring you a love reading today. So, these are going to be for those who are in separation with no contact. So, I hope you are all doing well today. And if you're new here, thank you for showing up. If you've been here a while, thank you again for continuing to show up. So, I just want to check in with our lovers out there where we are in separation with no contact and see how things are going. This is in honor of Friday and of Venus. So I felt that it was necessary to pull this up today. We always get love in our readings accidentally, per se. So sometimes I just like to go out and purposefully seek the answers. So before we begin, I just want you to think of your person. Think about how long it's been since you've talked, even remembering the last time you talked. What did you talk about? Was it a good interaction, a bad one, whatever the situation? And I just want to tap into their energy currently. Now, I did try to meditate on this, and the two things that came up for your loved one in no contact was radio silence, which again means neither one of you are talking. You're both just keeping to yourselves. The other message I got was juggling. So either you or your person are doing a lot of juggling at the moment, whether it's juggling with responsibilities, just juggling things in life, juggling money, whatever the juggling act is, there's a lot of juggling going on. So, Spirit, let's get some cards to find out about our person with no contact. Okay. So we have release. Loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. Okay. So that's for you watching, the collective. Your person may be going through like life lessons at the moment. And rather than focusing your energy on them, you're being called to put that energy back into yourself. All right, what else, Spirit? What else do we have, please? For those of us in no contact. Okay, we may feel alone, abandoned, lost. I know that this keeps coming up in my readings, even just the general collective ones. So some of us do feel like we are sort of stranded out on a desert island, alone. But this says that the divine is with you. Now, your person may also feel lonely at the moment. So that could be very much a mirrored or reciprocated feeling between the two of you. What else do we have, please? All right. Got a few out here. Transformation. So we have breakthrough, reinvention, and you're ready for the next level. I love it. Regret and control. So remorse, life regrets, loss, start making empowered choices, stagnation, delusion, release the need to control situations. Okay. So that's kind of the overall energy that we are seeing in our love situations where there is no contact. So the nice thing is that in the middle of all this, there is a transformation occurring. Now, things may come up that make us feel certain ways, again, with that regret. Control, I always think of control issues, too much in the ego. I need to control the outcome of a situation. But you're not going to be able to control this situation. Okay, I'm sure you've learned that by now. Maybe your person is also learning that. This could also leave you feeling, like I said, alone, lost, stranded out on that desert island. But you have plenty of support, and you just need to know that no matter what happens, you are never alone. This person is likely with you in spirit. You probably have dreams about them. They show up. You're doing some work with them in the 5D, and maybe once you go back into 3D, there's that radio silence. There's no speaking, no contact. All right, let's see what else we can get. So tell me more about this love situation. All right, we have putting in the work. Action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. I love it, guys. So this means your person is not just sitting out there doing nothing, being stagnant. You know, they see that this is part of the journey. And they see that that's been how they have been feeling lately. And they have regrets for it. So they are wanting to release that feeling of regret and the need to control everything. And they're putting in the work for it. We also got declutter. So let go of old items. Create a new sacred space for yourself. Okay. You know, your home is very much an extension of you. And a lot of people are kind of doing that cleaning out of their house, getting rid of old junk. You know, whether it belongs to someone else, or this could also involve moving. Maybe they're decluttering so that they can pack up their things and move. We have divine timing. Everything has a higher purpose. And you probably hear my cat down there. So divine timing, I feel like, always comes out in these reads. Basically, this is teaching us patience. One of the hardest virtues to learn. Recognition, admiration for your hard work is coming. I love that. So that to me says, you know, we're at the 9 of Wands in our Fool's journey. We have carried a lot of burdens, a lot of weights up to this point. Even stressful things and carrying other people's garbage that we didn't need to. You are about to be recognized for that. And so is your person potentially. So I'm getting a very strong, you are mirroring each other with your actions. Your storylines may not be exactly the same, but if you were to both sit down and talk and open that radio connection back up again, you're going to find that there is a lot of mirroring occurring between your two stories. All right. We have communicate. There it is. Receive and express the truth. So your person is wanting to communicate. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, they're definitely going to be reaching out, but they're thinking about it. They're at the very least thinking about it. All right, we had a bunch that flew out here. Let's look at them. Self-limiting beliefs. Negative thoughts are creating a roadblock in your life. Okay, so that could be part of the control issues. Also, now, again, we're mirroring each other very strongly. So be careful with your thoughts because they do manifest your reality. All right, let's get over here. We have passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. Now, I'm seeing that in regards to something that we may be pursuing outside of the relationship. It does show two people hugging, and that could also be the case. You know, don't be afraid to open up to love. And this might be something you're both dealing with. But it also is for business related stuff or even friendships, you know. Don't be afraid to fail. Okay? You may have had failed relationships in the past and that's maybe jaded you into believing that no matter what I do, everything's always going to end up badly because it has in the past. So follow your heart and allow your heart to lead. So don't overthink situations. We have awakening, a realization, shift, or discovery. Twin flame, if that resonates with you in that title, a spiritual connection between you and your twin flame. Okay. So if you don't resonate with that title, it does not have to be for you. Okay. Take what resonates in your situation. We have boundaries. Know when to put up and let down your walls. I just did a reading about boundaries and that came in very strongly and it was about that exact thing. It was some of us have our walls too high and we need to let them down a little. And some of us have no boundaries whatsoever and need to put some in place. Okay. And then we also have abundance, an inflow of money, love, or rewards. I love that because that's saying that it's coming. You don't even have to worry. It's on its way. All right. And then I love this too. Bottom of the deck is balance. Juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. Okay. I told you that came up in my meditation before I even started this reading. So juggling definitely came up. Thank you, Spirit, for confirming that. So what the juggling is in reference to is having too many things in the air. Okay, so imagine a juggler juggling 20 balls, and that's not the common thing. Most could only do 3. So you may just have too much going on, and you need to kind of pare down what it is you're juggling and figure out what are the more important things to juggle, and put some of the balls down that are just too much for you to handle at this time. Okay, this goes for you and your person. All right, I want to get some romance angels. Let's see what else we can add to this pile. What do we have going on in the dynamic with our collective and their person with no contact with this radio silence? What's influencing this relationship at this time? We have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Oh, look, divine timing twice. Don't you guys love that divine timing card? Especially when it comes out twice. Again, it's teaching us patience. This is one of the hardest things to learn, because you're like, you know, we grew up in a society that's instant gratification. So it's tough when Spirit says, nope, you still gotta wait. It's not ready yet. That fruit is the fruit is not ripe yet. Whatever fruit is. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I'm gathering that that is a fear that either you or your person feels. I don't think it's true, because, you know, there's obvious love here. You're here for this person. You're here for this reading. You want to see what's happening. This is something that is a fear that could be with those self-limiting beliefs, okay? We may both fear that that person will never call, or that we'll never talk again. So that's what I'm gathering with that. All right, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Definitely. Have you been asking for communication from this person? Have you been wanting them to put in the work? Have you been looking at your self-limiting beliefs and your boundaries? All right, what else, Spirit? Let's keep going. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to... of fun to shine. Okay, so you're being asked to get playful, like flirty, you know, cutesy. And this could be also how it starts. The communication could be very light and playful when it comes in. It's not going to be heavy and, you know, talking about fears and unrequited love. I don't think it's going to go that deep right off the bat. It's going to start as a very light and playful friendship. And if you do jump into some heavy stuff immediately, just beware. I'm not advocating for that, because it feels like you're both going to sort of come together with this new state of mind, this new state of being, and you have to kind of navigate through that. And it's going to be like a first for you. Like, oh, I've never had this type of healthy relationship. You know, they've always ended this way. So now we have to navigate together and learn and grow together from a healthy point. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Okay, so one or both of you has an ex that also is getting into the mix. Now, I also picked that up back here with this unrequited love. But at the moment, there was no other cards that expressed that that could be towards, a third party. But here we have it. Release your ex. So I have a feeling that this unrequited love either is just a fear that we may have towards our person, or this is something that pertains to the ex. Okay? So if it pertains to the ex, they are aware now, or you are aware, maybe you have the ex, that this is not a situation that you want to be in anymore. You're ready to leave it behind. You're putting the boundaries up. You're saying goodbye to your ex. See you later, ex. You're not welcome back. All right, and then check this out. On the bottom of the deck, we have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Control issues. Twice. Right there. Let go of control issues. So it came up twice. It's very strong. Okay. We also have divine timing twice. And it looks like that's it for now, but we'll see where this keeps going. So that being said, if you know in your particular situation that they have an ex or a person that they're with, or you have one, you're being called to release that person. You're definitely not going to get your person, and they're not going to get you if they still are attached to someone else. That just is what it is. And if that's your situation and it's your twin flame, you know, just realize that they are transforming within that other relationship. So let's just call it a karmic relationship. The reason that we get into those relationships is to learn lessons, okay? That person gets into their life and mirrors to them their shadow, and it triggers them, and it causes them to mirror back the things that are being mirrored to them, and it typically does not end well, okay, for the relationship. It's not a meant-to-be relationship, but it is there to teach lessons. So I just want you to be aware that even if they are with someone else at the moment, it will not last forever, okay? You're the divine partner. You're the twin flame. And you are both destined for greater. So if your person is still attached, they are learning hard lessons that you should be thankful for that they didn't have to learn them with you. Just like you probably had to learn your own hard lessons away from your person. Okay, so let's get some messages from your person while you're in separation. What is it that they are just dying to tell you? There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. Okay, my memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. Yep, so you are definitely on this person's mind. And I'm willing to bet that with this communication card, there's times where they've picked up the phone, written out a message, or gone to call you, and then erased it and put the phone down. Do you guys sense that? Like, do you pick up on the energy of you're expecting a call or you're expecting a message from someone and you can't quite pinpoint how or why that's happening? Typically that is the case. It's because somebody is trying to message you or wants to message you. But again, if they are still attached, I want you to know that the divine has your back and is blocking this communication. And that would be the reason that there is radio silence at the moment. Okay? So they're probably working on their self-limiting beliefs, as are we. And they're putting in the work. They are dealing with their own bag of mess at the moment with their ex or their current person. All right. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. All right, you go. Guess what? That's what you're meant to do. Don't sit around and wait for this person. Don't hinder yourself like that. Get on with your life. Do what's best for you. And keep going. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. Yep. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. Okay. See, and that's a lot of what hinders communication is, you know, some of these people don't know who they are themselves and need to go out and find that, as did we. You know, I'm not saying that we all have done that 100%, But for those of us who have put in the work and do know what it is that we're working towards, they too have to do that separate from you. And then when you meet, it's after you've both already done your individual work, and now you can come together and do more work beyond that. I knew you were right, but couldn't admit it to myself or you. All right. So something that you said to this person whenever you last spoke. They know now that you were right. Whatever it was you were right about. You may have told them that their ex was a crazy person and didn't have their best interest. You may have told them their family was whack. You may have told them whatever it is you told them. Maybe you had a premonition about something. They now know that you're right. I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. Okay. So that's them needing to come to terms with their own ish. All right. Here's the bottom of the deck. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you too much. So, as I said, they have picked up the phone and they have tried to figure out how to reach out to you. They've kind of put you up on this pedestal and they don't even know how to get to you anymore. But the thing is you are divinely protected at this time. So if you are not being communicated to, I want you to be aware that it is for your divine protection. Your angels and ancestors would not allow this person to come towards you with these self-limiting beliefs, the control issues, the regret before the transformation has occurred. Okay? There is work that needs to be done between yourself and your own life, excuse me, and your person and their stuff that they're dealing with. So they may have learned recently that their person that they were with does not love them. And that's a hard truth to come to. So I want you to imagine how that would feel. Maybe you're the person on the side thinking that your person doesn't love you. Okay, it's just a horrid feeling, and nobody would wish that on anybody. So if this person does communicate and reach out and doesn't want to go super deep with you immediately, cut them some slack and just have an understanding that it's okay to be in this playful energy, because wounds hurt deep. And sometimes people are ruthless and don't care. And, there is a very big chance, too, that this person hurt you in the same way. And you know that feeling, and you don't want to push that back on your person. At least I hope not, because that's part of the whole learning of our lives, our transformation. Okay, we can't control outcomes. So we have to release whatever outcome we have in our mind, and just trust the universe, that the universe has our back and is going to make sure that this ends the way it's supposed to end. Which to me is, either a union, or we've learned that our boundaries are too much for this other individual and that they don't want to leave their other life behind. And in turn, you will get a replacement, a divine partner replacement. So if that message resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, then this isn't your message, and that's okay. But we were here to talk about what's going on with your person where you have no contact. Okay, I just want to pull some tarot and see what your person is going through at this time. Let's tap into your person. Okay, so we do have the Ten of Cups. Happiness, homecomings, fulfillment, emotional stability, security, and domestic harmony. Wow. That's a beautiful card. Now, I'm not saying that they feel that without you, because I feel that some of you went there. They are seeing you as their emotional fulfillment. So they want that. They are yearning for that. And they know that it's worth waiting for. Okay, we have the Two of Wands, which the Two of Wands kind of puts you at that fork in the road. Okay, you have to choose one way or the other. And so you're just standing there looking out, wanting to expand, wanting to choose what's not where you're standing. Now, in the traditional tarot, one of those wands is attached to a castle, and the other wand, she is free to move as she wishes. So the one that's attached to the castle is kind of the safety of what you are currently dealing with. So if you're in a situation and it feels safe to you, it feels easy to you, you know, there's no incentive to grow. So when divine timing occurs and it's time to make this choice, what happens is the divine makes your situation uncomfortable if it's not meant for you. So if they are in this position with the other person and they're looking out saying, well, what else is there? Like, sure, I could stay here and live the current life that I'm living, but they can never progress. So you just have what you have now and that's it. You may lose what you have, but you're never really going to gain anything additional to that. Okay, there's no growth involved. So you have to choose the choice that gives you the growth. Now we also have the Empress. So this is divine feminine. So the divine feminine is what's going to give that Ten of Cups, that ultimate emotional fulfillment, the happy family feeling. And that's what the person choosing is looking at right now. I see that this Empress is going to give me this Ten of Cups. And that's what I want. What else do we have? The Six of Wands. I love it. That's victory and success. So somebody is going to victoriously move towards this Ten of Cups. And on the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. It's because we've completed a cycle and we're tired of carrying around these burdens, these struggles, the obligations of other people. We're ready to put those wands down and say, I've had it. I can't carry it anymore. It's too stressful. All right. Let's get some love oracle. All right. What messages do we have for the collective, for their love situations? Whoa, okay. Like 80 of them flew out. Okay, so the first one, this one. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. See that? Your person is definitely thinking about you. You're on their mind. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. I love it. Got this one. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. True that. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Yep. And again, I did feel that this person was struggling with that in their previous situation, okay? Like mask wearing is what I'm gathering. This person could not be their true self. And that's part of the mirroring that's occurring because they're probably also finding out that the person that they're with is also not who they thought they were. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. And this is the last one. forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. All right. So, the end result here is your person is definitely thinking about you and has definitely picked that phone up to put a message in and then gets discouraged and closes it and doesn't send it. They also are probably being blocked. And again, that's for your higher good because they are dealing with their own set of issues at the moment, just as you likely are too. But just know that it's in the cards. Divine timing came up twice and release control came up twice. So those are the biggest themes of this reading. It is you have to let go and release whatever you think the outcome of this should be. Go live your life. Be your beautiful, awesome self. And in the midst of that, your person is mirroring you in that sense. Okay? They're going to do the same. And when you're both, after your transformation, figuring out who you are individually and being your true authentic self, because I'm gathering too that this has been part of the problem with this past relationship. Either one or both of you was not showing up authentically. So what that means is, you get triggered and you triggered other people because you're not being your real self, and either you knew that or they knew that, or you both knew that. And when you're not being your true self, who are you really with at that point? Are you with some version of your person that they made up because they think that's what you want? Or maybe this is a version they created for themselves, and this is just what's gotten them by in their life all this time. So when you think about you and your person, I want you to consider how much you know about yourself, how much you are portraying outwardly what your authentic true self is. And when this person approaches you, I want you to use your third eye and to see if you can tell if they are coming authentically or not. Ways that you can tell: are they presenting their emotions to you? If they are not, and they're hiding them, and again, now in the beginning, you might get some of that lighthearted, playful energy, and the emotions may not come out immediately. But if they do get to that point relatively quick, then at least they're trying. It can be tough because, again, this is something that you're in the midst of learning still. So you're picking up on other people's emotions, you're picking up on their true authentic self. And I'm sure that, us being empresses as the collective, we see through the BS. And I think your person is also aware of that. And that scares the hell out of them. It's got to be so strange to be this person who hides some part of themselves or all of their true self, and to have someone come up to them and just see them so real and raw and authentically that it scares the shit out of them. So that's likely why they ran in the first place, because you were seeing parts of them that they meant to hide, parts of their heart, parts of their emotions, parts of themselves that they don't show to anybody else, and you saw it. And that weirded them out. I'm going to be honest. Some of us have been told that we are too much. Well, guess what? Be too much. Do it. Go out and shine your bright, blind those people. Because when you are yourself, that's when your soul tribe comes in. Let your freak flag fly and they all come in. All right? If you hide any part of yourself, you're mirroring that to your person. So just be careful with it, okay? Once you both can live authentically as yourselves and not feel afraid to hide any part of you or, put a mask on to say, I'm really this person, ha ha ha. And, I know you know. So no one's putting on a show for you. No one is hiding behind something that they've hidden behind for years. And likely that's why there's no communication. If you were to communicate, it would be very surface level at this point. I just want you to know that. And again, I'm even predicting that if they are ready, it's going to start very surface level. Because it's a very new, raw, vulnerable state of being to live as your authentic self and to share that with others. Because there's been so many times in the past where you have opened up, exposed your heart, and had it stomped on or ripped out, whatever the case. And that hurt is real, and that sucks. You know, someone's attacking your character traits, or someone is calling you a liar when you're being totally honest. I want you to know that anybody that attacks your authentic self like that is in misery themselves and often are too afraid to live as their authentic selves, and so they feel like they've got to take you down. When you shine your light so bright, you are going to attract two kinds of people. One are the moths who just want your light. Okay, so be careful of those. The other are the kind that also are radiating their authentic light and see you as someone in their soul tribe and that they'd like to spend time with, to be friends with, or to be lovers with, whatever the situation is. So they can't find you if you are not living in your authentic light. So that is my closing message to you. I hope this resonated with whoever this needed to resonate with. And just know that your person does constantly think about you, but they're also dealing with their own BS. Okay? And again, I said it earlier, I'd rather this person be dealing with their BS with someone else dealing also with their BS than to have me be the person having to get frustrated with it. Okay? So you go deal with your own BS. You do you, boo. And let your person deal with their BS. And when the time is right, and we've both released our control issues of the outcome of the situation, then we can come together. And that will come in divine timing. All right? Thank you all so much for coming. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. And remember to fill your own cup up before you try to fill up someone else's. Okay? You cannot fill someone else's cup when yours is empty. You got to make sure yours is overflowing. Then give with the leftovers. Okay? Pour that love that you feel like you're missing into yourself. And also keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light, here to help guide you through the darkness. So I truly appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.